Can you set bog? Bog. Bog. Wow, we have 10 players already and 12 minutes to go. A chess game is divided into 3 stages. The first, when you stare at your opponent. What's up, man? Mr. Coffee. The first, when you hope to have the advantage. The second, when you believe you have the advantage. And the third, when you know you're going to lose. Tartakover. Tartakover was an amusing fellow. When you going live? Excel Poker. Gift subber. Sub-gifter, to be exact. Gift a subber to be number 1. Cheer now to be number 1. It's already Tuesday. We didn't have any gifts or subs on Monday. It was a good stream, though. What's up, Mr. Coffee? Asterbait. What's up? Good evening. We're going to play some Rapid Chess. Sparkle Horse, Excel Poker, thanks for joining us. Bogado Inferno, Thomas, welcome. Sumaher, Ruslan Bear, Rouse Time, Yeroon, Asterbait, and now. So we got a good international collection here. UK, United States, Netherlands, India, Ukraine, Serbia, Iceland, I think Italy, Germany, and Hungary. I'm actually in Hungary, but my sympathies are with Ukraine. So what's up, guys? Don't forget to gift a sub. What is up, everybody? Beautiful weather here. Gonna get a thunderstorm tonight. Tournament link. I think I had the tournament link. Paste. No, wrong link. Sorry, I almost put Twitch link in there. Tournament link. Bob, you're so lazy. My God. We have to spoon feed you. Why is my computer so slow? There it is. Asterbait. I knew you would beat me too. Why did I even bother? No, I mean the private tournaments are never on Lichess. Bob, you have to go to the tournament page, man. I mean, you have to go to our club page. You're not a member of the club. You must be a member of the club. Go to our club page. That's the key. Go to the Pawn and Horses Club. You can always see all the tournaments linked there. And that's the easy way to find it. Copy. Paste. Got really slow. Slow loading internet here. Someone wanted to join the team. Resident Spectre and Smart John. Rickroll. Smart John we played before. Alright. Serious rapid event here. Real-time control. Semi-real time control. Man, why won't the back button work? Is that a problem? I can actually add join requests now from the tournament team page. That's interesting. I didn't notice that before. Alright, so 15 plus 5. It's a nice long time control in honor of Bob. Loves long chess. No. For all of you who enjoy longer games, this runs about 3 hours. Let's add it up. 7 rounds. 15 plus 5, that's... It's not 7 rounds. It shouldn't be 7 rounds. Why did I make it 7 rounds? Oh, snap. That's too long. Wait. That's not right. It should be 5. Oops. Oh, no. It's too late. I can't change it. Oh. Sorry, guys, to disappoint you. It's 5 rounds. Yeah, I don't have that long. Alright. 5 rounds. No. 5 rounds. My bad. I don't know why I made it 7 rounds. Don't play unless you stay for 6 hours. It's 5 rounds. It's supposed to be 5 rounds. I accidentally made it 7. Sorry if anyone's disappointed. You're already wondering why it was 7. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, everybody, for pointing it out. So I almost got in trouble there. Alright. Whew, that was close. Well, we got 5 minutes or something. Actually, I have 7 minutes to save myself. Yeah, I mean, so 20 minutes, let's see, 15, 30, plus 5 seconds per move. Did I make it 15:10 last week? Are we supposed to do 15-10 or 15-5? Wasn't it 15-10 last week? Alright, let's see. You think it was 15-5? I was happy with the tide control. I just keep thinking I did 15-10. Yeah, 15-5, 15-5. It's always 15-5. 10-5 or 15-5. I don't know why. I mean, 10 seconds increment is kind of a weird increment. But I started to... You know how you convince yourself? The insurrection is a hoax. You know how you, like, convince yourself of your own lies after a while? Alright. 15 plus 5, 5 rounds. If it was blitz, I would do like 7 rounds or more, but this is long rapid, or even short rapid if it was like 7 plus 5. We could do 7 plus 5. Jenna! 15 plus 5. Bob, why didn't you become a lawyer? What kind of beer do we drink? The silver beer or the green beer? What do you guys think? Can we have a vote? Silver Chorus Silver Bullet. No. I've never seen a Chorus Silver Bullet in Hungary. Silver Bear. Chess Mood 2-5. Sloth's Slow Rolling Rapid. In honor of all the slow rollers out there, I decided to make the Slow Rolling Rapid. Slow rolling your winning moves. So 15 plus 5. Whatever happened to Troll and a Roll? I hope he's okay. He's probably been like kicked off the internet or something. He liked to troll and roll. Can I be led on the Lead Chess team? I can't help you with that. But I can put you on our team. I am Ghostu wants to join our team. But I can't put you on the Lead Chess team. What's up, Arsenal fan? You have to apply to be a member of our team, Fried Tofu. Panda and Horses Club. Join this link. I promise there's no viruses. Dreyer beer. This is a Dreyer. The other one is a acai. They're both like 4.5%. Dreyer Gold. It's Viktor Orban's birthday! Viktor Orban birthday bash. I'll change the name of the tournament. The Victator. In honor of Victor's, come on. Are we going to get some bit donation for Viktor Orban's birthday? Nothing? 57, the big 5-7 for our hero. What's up, Arsenal fan? Follow Thomas Treinson over at twitch.tv/Thomas Treinson. Thanks, Arsenal, for the shout out. So, no donations in honor of Viktor Orban's birthday. What is this? Disappointing. Alright. So we've got 5 minutes till the tournament starts. Did we get any other requests to join the team? Arsenal fan. Who is that? Please, someone under 1539 join so I get a buy. Dude, I was watching the results of the Chicago Open in the US. There was like one of the top players. Mr. Coffee, can you explain this to me? They can actually get buys in the last round. Like, you can request a buy in the last round before the tournament. That's bullshit, man. There's no way that anybody, I don't care who you are, grandmasters or anybody, should be able to request like a pre-tournament buy in the last round. That's normal, right? Dude, that's so ridiculous. There's got to be a rule where that's not allowed. Like I understand the other rounds, but the last round, there's no way anybody should be allowed to have like a buy in the last round. That is total bullshit. That is so bullshit. Okay. We have 2 minutes till the tournament starts. Yeah, you can't do that in tournaments in England. I don't know, maybe like the British, what is it called? English Chess Federation doesn't allow like requested buys. You have to request it before like the second or third round though. Yeah, I would hope so. Right before the last round, as I'm about to get paired with like the number 1 tournament seed. I mean, you know, you obviously like your last round pairing is probably going to be one of your toughest in most circumstances. I just don't think that should be allowed, but my 2 cents. I have no desire to play in like American Swiss tournaments. Just another reason why those tournaments are bullshit. All the prizes are like provided by the entry fees. I mean, it's like whatever. Find a sponsor. Like, it's a great thing if you're like a top grandmaster and you scored like 6 out of your first 6 or something. Comes in handy if you have a long trip home. Alright guys, 1 minute left. We're ready to start. 15 plus 5. Sure, we're going to get some first round forfeits. Goju, sorry you can't participate. I've got Sparkle Horse, Excel Poker, Gosu, Zen Chess, nice to see you, Boca, Do Inferno, Uber Drivers in, Arsenal Fan, Smart John, Stap Vargan, Dinekis, Tomas, Sumeher, Vikram, Resident Inspector Heroku, Bob Ruslan, Rouse the Time, Irun, and Astrobate. Is anyone trying to join the team? Niles. I understand Tofu wanted to like join the team. But then didn't. Did you already join the team and not realize? Thomas Dreinson, first round opponent. Okay. Let's be careful here. A generic. Troublesome. You made it in. Oh, okay. You gotta buy. Yeah, last. Right. There has to be an odd number of players. Good luck. Thank you, Mr. Coffee. The red flag is up. My clock is running. Victor Orban. Happy birthday to you. Alright. Viktor Orban at least allowed like the European Union to make a partial ban on Russian oil. Thank you so much for that. Okay, we're not gonna talk about politics. Let's concentrate now. Serious. Okay, this is not a great opening, but I like to play it sometimes. I don't know Thomas's repertoire well enough. So I thought I'd throw something like a curveball. Because people generally have like their systems against the Sicilian, against E4, E5, and they have some stuff they're comfortable with. But when I have an opponent that I don't know that well, like we've only played 5 games, I don't remember. Remember someone on Sound did something similar to this against me. Bishop C4 seems a bit strange. But how bad can it be? So I'm going to play Knight F6. Arsenal want to play. For Squid. You're not in the tournament? Oh, you're in the tournament. Dude's in the tournament too. Play 2 games at once. So 94 is plausible. 94, but I don't know. Tomas seems like an attacker. I don't really want to give him some kind of crazy Crazy attacking chances. E6 is plausible. G6 is plausible. Plausible. Knight takes e4. Bishop f7 check. King f7. Knight takes e4. I don't think it's too early to do that. It's too early to do that. That's my gut instinct. Okay, this is 15 plus 5. 5 rounds. Enjoy. May the best person win. You missed me. Rufus and Doofus, welcome. 1 bit. On the leaderboard. Nice. He's on the leaderboard. The Baby Yoda. Rufus and D Yoda Coffee. Yoda Coffee. Alright, now we've got a request to join the team. Of course, like after the tournament starts. The Old Wolf Lee Chess. Old Wolf is the new wolf. He doesn't have enough games. Old Wolf, you have to have more games. When you have more games, I'll accept you. But you have a brand new account with no established rating. The rule for the team is approximately 100 rated games. Non-bullet. Bishop to b3. Sidestepping possible fork tactics with knight takes e4. But not developing. Now knight a5. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Now knight a5, no, that doesn't seem good. He's invested a lot of time and money into that bishop. Clue. Alright. So we kind of transpose to a Peertz. It's a Peertz Nimzovich hybrid. Peertzovich. Welcome to the Peertzovich. Bishop g4. No. A castle into the diagonal of death. Dog champ. Oh, my dog. There's actually a dog grooming business not that far from where I live called Oh My Dog. Walked by it the other day. Very original. Who would have thunk it? Bishop g4? He's like, has no fear of that pin whatsoever. Who cares? Another request? Or is that an old one? No, that's an old one. Alright. There used to be a Barber's on the way to work called Off Your Head. Off with your head. In Hungary, they have a lot of really weird like business names in English that don't really make sense. That's a common problem. People like decide to make businesses, but the names they choose for the businesses just don't really sound good. Sort of like lost in translation or something. Oftentimes. Oh, off your head. No, it's okay. Yeah, I mean, that's a phrase. Yeah. I guess it's been imported to the United States, but not frequently used. Yeah. Yeah, no, I've heard it now that you mention it. Um, like, like how I feel having early onset dementia. Very similar feeling. I feel like I have brain fog. The brain fog, it doesn't matter like what I eat or how much sleep I get. And it's not COVID related. It's got to be early onset dementia. Where's Move 11? Sometimes he's here on Tuesdays. He was here for last Tuesday's tournament. I want somebody to buy me 23andMe like genetic testing for my birthday this December, so I can see what I'm gonna die of. Okay. White doesn't seem alarmed by this pin. Perhaps it's not a big deal. It really bothers me when that team's like icon up there is like highlighted. Alright, so we've closed the center. It's a must. Must. I like the fact that Thomas Strenson's bishop is no longer like in direct contact with my king's side. Nice knowing you. Keep it closed, bro. I don't know what I expected him to play. Maybe takes. He seems like an aggressive player. I don't think he like is necessarily excited about trading queens. I think that black has a decent game here. I'm not sure how accurate I'm going to play today. Accurately. Adverb. There goes the other bishop, the good one. Now's where we need to like start calculating. I don't want to make any mistakes here. I've sacrificed a pawn for raging. Bob likes that word. Raging initiative. Bishop takes f3 and me. Pawns have little meaning in opposite colored bishop positions, it seems. So a very strong blockade on the dark squares. The obvious move is like knight h5, but I might have something better. That's the question. Do we have something better than knight h5? Rook e8, for example, to lift the rook to e5. I really want to lock down these pawns, though. No, you said raging like a minute ago. I'm not just like going there for no reason. Don't have to go all like Kevin Spacey on me. G takes f. Knight h5. Yeah, we're going to do it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I pick on Bob a lot. It's just not right. He's right. I shouldn't do that. See, but that's what happens when you're like one of the troublemakers at school. You end up like all the other bullies sort of focus on you. You like the attention. I don't want to mess this up. What inner pervert? Okay, what am I going to do? I like bishop e5. But there may be a more accurate move. Maybe I should move the queen out first. Let's do queen out first. I had similar games against move 11. A similar game, I should say, against move 11. You know, possibly this is already an inaccuracy. I hate thinking. It takes so much word. See, that's the dementia. Work. Word was some kind of Freudian dementia slip. I don't understand. Like, I didn't get this brain fog from COVID. I had this before COVID started. I mean, I'm trying to eat healthy. I went for exercise. Not that old. But it's a good thing we're playing slow time control. Alright, so this is one of the reasons why I play queen h4. You see, I thought about just doing bishop e5 right away. But if I do bishop e5 right away, he'll play knight e2. Then I take on b2, he moves his rook, I play bishop e5, and then he plays f4. And if I try any fancy tactics, it probably doesn't work. So I figured this way, now I can snap the pawn on b2 and gain a tempo. Because I'm going to hit bishop e5 and now have a triple protected. But I'm thinking like maybe Tomas here could do something counterintuitive, like sacrifice this pawn before I can even have a chance to play bishop e5. I'm not sure if that would save him, but it's an idea. Don't pretend that was exercise at McDonald's. I'm trying to stay clear of the McDonald's, but I do miss Wendy's, I have to admit. It looks hard to You ordered food. Please don't flag me between this time. Good chill? A good chill vibe. I had a nice healthy salad before the stream, but it just left me feeling unsatisfied. Unfulfilled, Bob. Okay, we have something here. I guess it's not just in Hungary, but you can buy like this sauce that's basically like, they're calling it hamburger sauce, but it's like Russian or French dressing. Do you know what I'm talking about? I like how like Russian dressing is hamburger sauce. Okay. When did Russian dressing like become hamburger sauce? Is like millennials don't know what that is, or we had to maybe they're repackaging it because Russians. Yeah, we don't want to have Russian dressing. All right, what are we gonna do? Damn it, he sees everything. I was never a relish fan myself. To each his own, but I don't know why I'm talking about food so much. I'm trying to take Bob's advice and eat more protein, less carbohydrates. I guess it takes a while to take effect. How am I going to win this position? I'm not even up any material. I'm not up any material. I don't have any threats. I think it's gonna have to be f5. I like thought I could win this position without taking any risks. But I think that's something of a fallacy. I can't expect to win this position without taking any risks at all. It's not going to be that easy. There is a5, which is kind of interesting. Do I really want to do that? You're halfway there. Mayo, ranch, chili, relish, or nothing. Thank you. I think I'll eat an English breakfast every morning. I don't know if I like c4 for white. I actually thought like one of his only methods of counterplay be like using these like light squares to come in here. It almost looks like he's like kind of blocking himself. I need another plan for filtration into the white position. How about rook e5 filtration? Filter. When's rook g1 coming? He's like holding off on it. There's this awesome classic like rook g1 knight f5 fork now. Go ahead. Bring it on. I should probably just play king h8. It's the perfect dinner. I like steak and eggs, man. If I lived in Vegas, I'd be at the like casino buffet every day eating steak and eggs for breakfast. Till like I had a coronary. Work it off. Beef feeder. Hard to get good beef here. In Hungary, though. Super expensive in the States, though, I imagine. Yeah, that's actually a good idea, Bob. How about fasting? Bob, I told you should have studied, like, nutritionism. There's the cheapo. You should have studied nutritionism. You would have picked up more girls that way. Nutritionism. What is it called? Nutrition? Bob the nutritionist. Bob, did I tell you that my mom's nurse was named Bob? We told you probably, right? That was funny. A nurse named Bob. He was a nice guy. Women's Grandmaster Barbara Juhász from Hungary, one of the top Hungarian women, is a nutritionist. Actually Mihawk, Barbara Mihawk. But she's Grandmaster Mihawk's wife. Chess player and nutritionist. I can never say his name. Poker Badly. Doesn't sound good. Alright, let's just say I play poker badly. Let's say his full name. Safer that way. Do we have any new requests to join the team? Zenchess, you had an instant replay of the same game you played before? How do we finish him off? Tactics? A little F5 action? I mean, I thought the key would be F5, but it's still F5 is not enough in and of itself to win the game. Risky decision. Every time you come here, you feel like coffee. That's good. It's a nice, relaxing stream. Knight H3. Make sure all your pieces are protected. My only piece that's not protected is my rook on F8, but it's so far back in the back of the position. Nothing can hurt it there. So he's allowing F4, which can't be bad. Fixing his pawn structure and my queen. That's true. Correction. Queen is not protected. Now I win a piece at the cost of fixing his pawn structure. He wasn't looking for the F4. Arsenal. Knight F2. I might have to sack the piece back. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So he has a pawn for the piece. He has a pawn for the piece. Queen is attacked. Let's not drop it. Okay? Do not drop queen. We do not drop queen. Do you want to trade queen? Tranquilizer, what's up? Rating with a party of 9. When we see Tranquilizer early on, I feel like it's early. Does that bode badly for Tranquilizer? Are you before or after? He's letting me trade queens. I was hoping he wouldn't do that. Is my knight gonna get trapped? Oh, snap. Damn it. Fat Tuesday. My knight is trapped. Sort of. So what do we want to do here? I thought about bishop d4. It's probably better to just sack the piece right away. I'm only going to be up one pawn in the ending. I'm not even up one pawn. Damn. Yeah, one pawn up. You got to be really careful here not to... I messed this up. This was really dumb. I got to be really careful not to allow a drawn position. I'm only up one pawn, and if he trades all the rooks, it's like very likely a draw. Easier said than done, though. And I got control of the F file. It's probably a winning position, but I didn't leave myself without a room for error. Thank you, Tranquilizer, for your support, man. By rating, Grandmaster Vital Levente of the powerful Romanian Chess Federation. Everybody's been talking about the Rockport situation, but I'm of the opinion that, you know, whatever. Chess players have to do what they can, you know, to make a living. So this is looking really good, though. I should have probably not let him, you know, simply sacrifice back here. I'm in the opinion of whatever. They might be able to rival Latvia now. Exactly. No, I'm thinking like the addition of Rockport might actually make Romania's, you know, team stronger than Hungary, so they're actually a favorite. All right. What are we gonna do? Rivals. He's going to play rook f1. I don't want to let him play rook f1. He's going to try to play rook f1. Why are strong players pitted against lower rated? I know, can you imagine that? Strong players pitted against the lower rated ones. That's crazy. The strong players should have to play the other strong players, so the small players, the lower rated players, get easy points, right? No, this is the way it's supposed to be. This is a real chess tournament. Did you know that arenas aren't real? They're actually made up. That's a made up form of chess tournament. Now we have two distant players. Well, what about this piano? You can't convince him to come back? With the addition, maybe now like he'll come back or something. You're friends. Can't you convince him to come back? Maybe now you can convince him. How am I making progress here? Looks like slowly is the word. The active word. How about bishop d4? Nope. I think I should use my kingside pawns. Like having half a dozen 2600, it's not enough. You need big guys. Arsenal. Yeah. No, but I mean, you still need like heavyweights. Like the average 2600 isn't enough for a national team, like an Olympiad or something. You got to play against a team like the United States or whatever, you know, Armenia. There's a big difference if you have like 2 or 3 top, you know, top 10, 20 players. No, I know Daniel and Lupulescu and now Rockport is the beginnings of a pretty strong team. But it's still not gonna like make a medal. Damn it, you had that. You're still not gonna have enough to like medal in the Olympiad. I'm winning a pawn here. Alright, we'll take it. Bishop takes h2. Damn it, it doesn't work. It does work. Gotta calculate, kids. Don't forget to calculate. The beast is, you know, the beast is up there. But he's not like 2700. But yeah, he counts, right? He's close enough. Yeah, you can't go wrong with the beast. No, what's interesting is how long the beast has been, you know, both Levente, but the beast, you know, he's been a really high-rated player for a long time. I was kind of out of the chess scene between, honestly, between like 2009 and like 2015, and it's so funny. For me, you know, it's funny how long these players, like, say, Merchea has been like 2600. Like, he's been 2600 for a very long time. Not like he just, you know, reached 2600 last week or something. Yeah, these guys are good. I feel like the Hungarian team is weaker if you look at it on paper. And if the best you got is like Berkesh and Erdos, you're in trouble. But that's like the Hungarian Olympic team. Not to take any disrespect to those guys, but I think the Romanian team would be stronger. I mean, Erdos is a great player, and Berkesh is pretty good, but I would still probably take the Romanian team with Rockport. Thomas Strenson, tough first round game here. We're hoping to get an easy game in the first round, and he's like defending like a dog. I'm hoping for a forfeit win next round. Take care, man. Thanks, Levente, for joining us. Good luck in your next Title Tuesday. Good luck with your next title. Drag it out. Now we got the 2 connectors. Stay safe, young Jedi. Alright, we have a request to join the team. Again? It's never too late to join until halfway through the tournament. Radishin. It's like radishes. Radishin just has 14 games. I'm sorry, I can't accept you guys who don't have 100 games of procs. Connectors. I have this really sick obsession with obfusculated bishops and rooks. It's sadistic. These have got to be the most sadistic endgames. He's gonna trade rooks now. I wonder if I could go to the bathroom with 3 minutes on the clock. Just kind of relax before the next round. Take my time. Do some stretching exercises. Alright, he's out. 2 ongoing games. Nice job, guys. Taking your time. Sumaher against Bobsack. Wait, what is this? Wow, Uber driver Bobsack. Wow, Bob's up the exchange. Oh my god, Bob, don't lose on time. For God's sake, man. Bob, offer Uber driver a draw. He has a really huge weakness for draws. Just repeat moves and like offer him a draw. Oh man, Bob. Bob. Excel Poker versus Sumaher. Alright, let's check this out. Alexa, order Domino's. You hung your h5 pawn and he still gave you a draw? Are you kidding me? Bob, you can't go 5 times in one night? Acerbate. We have Perpetual here. It's Perpetual, baby. But Excel Poker's trying to win. I guess he doesn't want to Perpetual up 2 pawns. We're going to have to find another plan. Kind of getting dangerous. Alexa, order 3 cheese pizzas from Domino's. Alexa, put it on Mom's credit card. We've got a knight endgame. That looks bad for black. Why would Sumaher allow trade of queens? How did that happen? Damn. Knight e2 check. Oh, it was forced. All the time it was just sitting there? Oh, he's just sitting there. Like, Excel Poker had the trade of queens. Oh, he had to calculate. Okay, he drops the d-pawn. And then it's just over. Yeah, I mean, it's lost. J Theory. Your house is shouting, here's something I found on the web. That's funny, man. Move 11, what's up? Exacerbate. I knew this has something to do with Acerbate. Order veggie pizza with low fat mozzarella and thin crust. Maybe you can modify your pizza, Bob, not to be like, you know, too much carbohydrates. Let's see. Back to tournament. Jimmy John's. Jimmy John sounds like a football coach. You only saw the Nivsovich defense once before. That's why I play it against people. In the hopes that that's the result. Because if they know what they're doing, I'm in trouble. Are you like ordering breakfast? Wait, what time is it there? It's like lunch? Yeah, dude, pizza is dangerous. Anymore. Alright, next round. It's a 5-round tournament. You can join up till halfway through. Here's the link. Guys, don't forget to donate. We have 1 bit donated. Thank you for the 1 bit from Rufus and Doofus. You guys blow me away. Level of support. Yeah, move 11. Yeah, cauliflower pizza with cauliflower crust. But lactose, that's fine. You can get almond milk pizza. Nem tudom. I'm speaking Hungarian. Alright, I can't help speaking Hungarian. Alexa, order Ben and Jerry's. Alexa, order Domino's. What can you get for dessert from Domino's? I'll really drive you guys crazy. Alexa, play Jeopardy. I hope I just like nailed somebody with the Jeopardy. The new Jeopardy host sounds like a Karen. She has a horribly annoying voice. Is it just me? Papa John's. I got Smart John. Blossom. Mr. Coffee donated 1,000 bits. Nice. She may be cute, but I only see her on... I don't see her, man. I just turn on the Alexa and then ask to play Jeopardy. I don't actually watch Jeopardy. But I like when I'm in the kitchen, I'll be like, Alexa, let's play Jeopardy. And then for the first time, it wasn't Alex Trebek. It was the new host. I have an Alexa, but it's not within like the range of my voice. So it's not going to go crazy. I just didn't hear the new chick's voice, and I found it very annoying. Queen's Gambit. Did they settle on a Jeopardy host? Is that like final? Thank you, Mr. Coffee. 1,000 bits. I feel better now. They need a woman. Most of the audience is liberal. You mean educated? You mean they're not high school dropouts? That's probably true. Gun-toting, Bible-thumping maniacs are not really that fond of Jeopardy. Is that what you're saying, Bob? Babies, guns, and God. Doesn't really fly on Jeopardy. I was never a hardcore Jeopardy fan, but I had some friends who were. They were like chess nerds, and they were the biggest Jeopardy fans I ever saw. We had to like they would like record the episodes of Jeopardy on their VCR, and then we had to like go after chess club. We would like go to their house and watch the recorded episodes of Jeopardy. I was like, dude, this is kind of extreme nerdness. Imagine like you spend the whole evening like from like 6 to 12 at chess club. Then you go home to watch your like VCR recording of Jeopardy. I mean, that's serious nerddom. I don't know what is going on here, but the ambulances, they suddenly got like really more active in the last couple weeks. What is this C5, man? You like refuted? We had this before. Refuted the Queen's Gambit. Damn, dude. Refutation of Queen's Gambit. He played C6 and C5? No. Straight up C5 in one move. Even before Rook C1 or anything. Okay, I don't know. You're not supposed to be able to do that. You're at least supposed to play like Knight D7 first. Uber driver probably like went to the local bar to drown his sorrows in embarrassment. If I like do nothing, black can develop this knight to a good square, right, on C6. What is that? It's like a Tarash or something? That's like Uber drivers, like all of Uber driver's opponents, Bob. I still can't figure out who Uber driver is. He thinks I know who he is. He's supposedly from a regular from the chess club in Boston in the late 80s, 90s. I can't place who he could possibly be. But he likes the attention of me trying to guess who he is. But I still am like totally drawing a blank. I cannot figure out who this guy could be. Nothing seems to make sense. He's got to be like pretty old, yet at least as old as me, but more likely older. You know, it's like, and then he's like pretty strong, but not quite a master. It's a really narrow. I really only had like one or two people that it could be, and he like denied he was them. So I kind of ran out of ideas. He, you know, when I made my best guesses, he just like denied those guesses. So I'm like, I'm out of any kind of real sensible guesses. The only people that he could possibly be, he denied being. I mean, unless like I completely spaced and forgot someone. Yeah, he's probably lying. He's like, do you want me to reveal who I am? That would take the fun out of it. Another ambulance is coming, or is it the same one going? So now we've like transposed to a... It's driving me crazy, dude. There's another one. Is there like a nuclear accident? There was just another ambulance. Are they going in circles? It's been like all day like this. It must have been a nuclear accident. It's another one. And why do they send like French police cars? There's another one that sounds like Pac-Man. I'm doing well now. Dude, I'm like on the 4th floor. Must be another football match or something. I decided to play the c5 here. Idea bishop b5. It's like a Panov. I mean, rook c1 kind of supports that a little bit. Seal out my windows. I got some weird friends who were chess players over the years. I can imagine people doing that. I always imagined I'd like become like this old Yoda sort of chess coach. Hello. Wow, b6. How can you do that, sir? Accept skewered in the team, please. Super bad. I play chess badly, he's not in the team. This looks kind of familiar. Queen a4. Cheers. Wait, Astrobate, can they ship to the Danube? Ship what? What are you trying to ship, Astrobate? Don't try to ship any weed or anything like that. How come it doesn't give you the request, Mr. Coffee? You've still got time to join the tournament, guys. It's okay until the midway point. So this is round 2 out of 5. How does the tournament, it knows that, right? So does that mean you can join until round 5 or round 3, sorry. 3 would be the midway point. Get in the tournament, baby. I had a long game first round. Cheers for accepting whoever did. That's me. Guys, you can't see it because it was in the second window. Oh. I forgot. You can't see my, like, porn window either, right? Sometimes I get worried. I won't name names, but I had this friend who used to play. He used to like play online poker and watch porn at the same time. I was really not sure if that's a good idea. I'm talking about like a serious player. I don't mean to start a discussion. I'm just rambling. I'm just trying to distract Bob. I mean, I only know this because he told me. I didn't, like, witness it, you know. Alright. Time to put the headphones on. This is a G-rated stream. Don't worry. Okay, what is happening? Black he just keeps playing moves I didn't expect. I absolutely expected rook c8 like 100%, and he didn't play it. So we have bishop takes d7, knight takes d7, bishop takes e7, queen e7. Then it's like b4, and his knight is in my house. I don't want you in my house. I have c6, which is totally... Unclear. C6, A6. A6 gel. You missed it. Well, my point was, would it have a positive effect on your game or a negative effect? Bishop takes d7, knight d7, c6 there. Now that's a little more interesting. That doesn't work. I would have to trade twice. I said this already. What do I do here? I don't trust black's position. I mean, it looks totally dubious. The blood in the brain. That's what Walter Brown said, never eat before the game. Need blood in brain. What am I going to do? Bishop f6. That's an interesting idea. Still not overly impressed. How about knight e5? Knight e5. Man, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just like making random moves without any plan. Bob, never eat before you get in the pool. Mom told you that. You're not supposed to eat before you go swimming. Isn't that like... They say it's not even that true. Supposedly. That was like the golden rule. The pool rule. Never eat before you go to the pool. Pool rules. Now the birds are chirping. I don't think that Smart John is really cautious. He's not really a cautious player. Here. He plays incredibly fast, allowing crazy complications. There's no way he could possibly have calculated like all the possibilities here. I just like wasted 5 minutes thinking about all these like different variations. Mostly bullet. Yeah, I see, that's the thing. Mostly bullet, you just trust your instinct, play super fast. I tried to calculate, I'm just... Oh my god, man. That can't be a good move. That is crazy. I can't condone g5. We have another request. Mr. Coffee, thank you for donating 1,000 bits earlier. Yes, we do. MNW Destin. That's the second Indonesian player. Is that your other account? We had a guy with the exact same ratings the other day. Okay. Smartshot played a crazy opening with the early c5. And now a really crazy move g5. He's playing a fundamentally like extremely solid opening. But then turning around and playing it in a really loose manner. f3. If it's f3, it's for me. There could be some danger with f3, but I really don't like this. The visitor from another planet. How many of you would have played f3 in this position? Raise your hand. Smaller boats. My dad's best friend was an Air Force gunner on a B-17. And he grew up at the ocean. Like, he lived his entire life like a half mile from the beach. And my dad like invited him to go sailing in a small sailboat. And knew him for like 20 years. And the guy's like, when they capsized, the guy's like, I don't know how to swim. It's unbelievable. Like, you lived your entire life a half mile from the beach and you don't know how to swim? Are you serious? He had to like cling to this like, it's funny now. I guess it wasn't funny at the time. He had to cling to like this like barnacled pylon in order to not drown. Porky Piglet, that's sad. No problem at all. Maybe everything. No problem at all. No problem at all. Maybe in another dimension, Asterbait is a grandmaster. Drowning is scary. I'm trying not to do it. My dad did the same thing to me though. He made me go sailing. Everyone he would like made go sailing, he would like capsize in the sailboat. We had like a sunfish sailboat, like a little one. And every time he tried to learn how to do it, he would like take someone out with him, and then they would capsize. So I was like traumatized when I was like 6 years old. Maybe 8 max. Then he did it to his best friend. F3, A6, of course. You don't think F3 was the best move? Maybe A6 is like brilliant. What if I played like knight A3? It's a good square. What am I doing here? I am completely bamboozled and confused. So what is bleeping going on? My head hurts and I can't think anymore. Why do you keep playing these crazy moves? G5, 94, A6. Why do you play the Queen's Gambit if you like want total chaos? I think I'll play the Queen's Gambit with black. I'll play the Queen's Gambit declined if I want to create like total chaos. Why play the Queen's Gambit then? Like, why not play something crazy? Man, what is going on here? I didn't want this. This is insane. Yeah, I'm in the chat too much. I agree. Chestertainment. I pay too much attention to the chat. But I try to keep involved. Otherwise it's not a stream. I'm just like playing chess, you know. I hate when people stream and they don't talk and they're just like listening to music, like bobbing their head. You know, there's like teenagers that do that. What's the point? I don't understand. Okay, now we have a serious question. Is that what he does? There's no point in that. That has no purpose. Resurrecting my structure. Man. Do what you want. What's wrong with rook takes? Well, there's only one thing that bothers me about it, but it's probably not a big deal. Psychic powers. This is crazy. Okay, sunglasses are sunglasses. That's just weird. I guess I should play Queen C2, huh? That's the way you're going to be about it. It's almost like Smart John tries to play the most random move he can think of. Every single move. It's a really, really strange style of play. Planet chess? Wait, what? I'm confused, man. I don't understand. I thought that Planet Chess is Canty. Am I crazy? By the way, I've never met that guy. I mean, he's like... I'm crazy? Alright. That's weird. Well, who is Planet Chess? What's his name? They're both... They're different people? What? I thought Planet Chess was Canty. Bob, the best bouncer in the world when I was underage and I had like a fake ID was like the black guy. They couldn't tell the white people apart. We had a black bouncer at this bar. He could never like tell white people apart. He thought I looked like I was like 25 when I was 19. But no, seriously, I see them both posted in my I see them both posted in my Discord channel. I don't understand. That's crazy. Why did I think that I thought Planet Chess Club was Canty's channel. I'm completely confused. That's weird. So much for that theory. Alright, I'm not gonna let you play knight c4. Well, he must not put many pictures of himself. Canty's constantly putting his picture on everywhere, you know. I mean, Canty puts his picture on top of every video, you know, like a meme of himself. Has the number of chess streamers increased? You are correct. But we're building up for a kingside attack here now. If you're if you're a white guy and you're underage and you go to a bar and you don't want to get carded, you always look for like the black bouncer. They have a harder time. Or, you know, it works the other way. Like, whatever. You pick, like, a bouncer that's the other race. If there's two bouncers, you go to the guy who's checking IDs. It was my only chance, man. They did a terrible job. I was clearly 19. Yeah, I don't know. If you're mixed race, then it's kind of dicey. The white bouncers always pick me off. A Dodge Charger? Is that what you said? This guy is unbelievable. Smartron has a hardcore, like, self-taught style. He's quick too. I don't know, man. I couldn't calculate. I used all my time and I'm just calculating in circles. I can't believe this opening. He can play like c5 on move 7 and I don't know what to do. The computer will be like +2. I didn't feel confident at all. Kudo. A barracudo. I really don't want to drop that with check, so we're going to play king h1. If it becomes a necessity to sacrifice this pawn on d4, it will not be with check. Queen h5. Now we're talking tactical ideas. But this c5 pawn, I mean, that was like strategically a bad decision by black to let me have this protected passer on c5. And we got another request to join the team. Open. Dusty Dara Clarissa from Mexico. Alright, you're in. 100 games. Meets the requirement. Another strong player. Guys, these are tough games. I feel like drained, but it's satisfying. Almost have a tactic. Pawn takes g5. Bishop takes g5. Bishop e5 check. Oof. Almost. Alright, I want to do it. Yeah, look at that rook. It's going to come across and like save him. It's going to save him like defensively. Pawn takes didn't work because I would have rook takes f6, which is a massacre. We have rook f6 now. Super tactic. Rook f6, bishop f6, bishop f6. Almost. I have rook f6, bishop f6, rook g3 check. Oof. He basically doesn't have a rook over there. This has to work. Except when it doesn't. Rook f6, not bishop f6. Jeez. Almost blundered. Now my original idea was rook f3. This is really strong too. Rook f3 and h4. Probably had better. Stick with your original idea. We don't have another request to join the team, do we? A lot of new members today. Open link in new window. Okay, so we're winning a piece, right? Right. We got him. Got away with murder. They call him O.J. Thrainson. We got a message. Chess is fun. I gotta drink like one of those alcohol-free Weiss beers I had last week, man. I had this tuna salad for dinner and it just tastes like crap. I've gotta get the alcohol-free wheat beer. It's a palate cleanser. Look at this. Lively counterplay by my opponent with A4. The hedges. Oh, okay. Right. I just dropped my rook. I don't believe it. I pre-moved like rook takes e6. But don't panic. Just don't panic, please. The crow. Crow in the know. Which way did he go, crow in the know? Crow, no. He is in heaven here, loving this. This guy lives for this position. Magnum crow. I dropped a whole rook. It's unbelievable. Don't celebrate yet. How long has this been going? Nothing like the slow roll in the sloth slow roll tournament. Sloth slow roll. Unbelievable. I mean, I would normally kind of feel bad, but I don't feel bad because I gave him a whole rook. So it was kind of like justice. Gotta be careful about those free rooks. Phew. One game still ongoing. 30 players. I am Gosu still playing. Alright. Stapvargan. The Stonewall Master. Uh-oh. 2 bishops. And my chicks for free. 2 players wanting to join the team. We're picking up all kinds of team members. Sylvia Anna Maria. We got a whole bunch of new players. Strong players too. Accept. Did I just decline them by accident? Accept. Alright. Thank you. Join our team. Longest round. That was like round 2. Are you serious? That's round 2? Just Mood, was that you? Is that only round 2? Oh my god. These are like classical games. Yeah, imagine if I made it 7 rounds. I mean, I would normally feel guilty. But again, since I hung a whole rook earlier, doing like a pre-move, I'm not really feeling guilty about that one. But my games have been like 60 moves apiece. Just Stapvargan, XL Poker, Zen Chess, Boca de Inferno all have perfect scores. Uber Driver Morales, move 11. Nice to see you. Morales, move 11. VIPs. And Uber Driver. Isn't it nice that I have a half point less than you without having played at all? Oh, you got a forfeit win against Oms in the 2nd round? How does that happen? How did you get a forfeit win against Oms in the 2nd round? What is Oms doing? Dr. Oms, where are you? Better have a good excuse. Supernova 1975 is streaming. Squirrely. Alright, otherwise known as Skewerly. I call him Skewerly. Farewell to Move 11, Master of Wordplay. Alexa, play Scrabble. Alright, welcome everybody to the stream. Please subscribe. We'll get some gift subs going off for the new viewers. That's right. You hear that? That's the beer. We're celebrating our perfect technique from last game. Due to brain fog and old age, I no longer can calculate, so I just kind of like pick moves at random and hope they work. Egeshegedre, which is to your health. Skull. Not another request. Another team join request. We had so many team join requests tonight. Alright. E4. Constellation beer. This is my constellation beer. It's my celebratory I hung a rook and still won beer. Not Zen Chess. Zen Chess is another one of those guys. Like, you gotta stay away from the main lines against him. What if I play the Modern? He probably has something good against that. What if I play the St. George against him? The St. George isn't a good opening, but it makes up for its badness a little bit. And, like, people get all outraged if you play it against them. We haven't busted out the St. George in a while. Yaron will be happy because he plays it. Although I don't know. I like Yaron's Sveshnikov. You can't play the Sveshnikov every game. Feels like you need a break from chess. Yeah, you need to focus on gardening. That will make you a more interesting person. And you get more social interaction. Drink a beer in the garden. Drunk gardening. So I'm sure that I played, like, Zen Chess is getting up there. He's at 175 games. This is game 176. You were right. I am. Huh. Yeah. Oh, self-taught, yeah. Well, I mean, you're from Nigeria, right? A lot of African players are probably self-taught. I got that impression playing some of those guys, like, I mean, a lot of people in America are self-taught too. All over the world are self-taught, but you're pretty strong to be a self-taught player. I mean, you're 2200 in Blitz. I'm not just talking about like random people who are self-taught. It's interesting when people get to like 2200 Blitz and they're self-taught. Anybody can be self-taught, but to be good and be self-taught, you notice people's styles. They do unusual stuff. So C3. All right, focus. I have a friend from Nigeria, Oladapo Adu. He used to live in the United States. I think he might have gone back now. He's a good guy. We're not real close, but he's a friend. Okay, rook e1. This move is interesting. He's kind of delaying the knight d2, which most people would probably play that at some point early. So annoying. To, like, if I exchange, he'll have the c3 square for his knight here. And there's also this, and therefore, in a lot of cases, like if he pushes this pawn up, my king could be in trouble on a file thing. It's nice when your obsession allows you to meet people. Get money, or not get money. Uh-oh. Bob, is that a submission for... Are you submissive, Bob? Are you feeling submissive? Thursday. Bob, you're first on the list already? Guys, please submit games for Thursday. Subscribers. Rook e1. You don't have to send the games to Yabatis, no. It's not mandatory. He's been kind of wishy-washy lately. Yabatis' interest in the stream seems to wax and wane. But seriously, I don't know what to do. This move order is kind of funky. It could get really weird. He's employed as... No, he's not employed. No one in the Saji Corporation is legally employed. Mr. Coffee gets paid under the table. I'll have to send Arsenal a bottle of whiskey at Christmas time or something for being a moderator. It's a threat, not a promise. So what do we do? Try to run down the C file? Normally in the Owen defense, I might have more going on the C file. CD, knight B4, rook C8, but then what after A3? So I don't have it. If queen C7, D5, knight E7, D6, game over? No, he doesn't have it. Remember when I broke my foot during the stream 5 weeks ago? You know, I don't really think I appreciated you like fully broke your foot. I thought you were like talking about like a more minor sort of injury. Is Uber Driver still in the tournament? Resonance Spectator. If you're a subscriber to the stream, we host a game analysis stream on Thursdays where I go over subscriber games that were submitted. Diagnosed as a fracture. It's like the time my mom broke her back and she was like walking around the supermarket for a whole day. Did you realize it was broken? And like, or not realize it's broken and like walk on it and stuff and make it worse? Take, knight b4. Wait, we have a tactic there? Like, take, knight b4, bishop b1. Chomp. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Doesn't really work. What is he doing here? He's trying to play... Fracture of the unit. We have another request to join the team. Doing great on requests today. Openly, you have to have 100 games. No, that's an old one. So knight b4, bishop b1, knight e4, rook e4. That's the problem. Which sucks. Rook c8. This is like Tony Miles' theory, and I think Basman, you know, those guys were like the main purveyors of this opening. The theory was that if you can induce white to play a3, then black can oftentimes go knight a5 and have a kind of like some weak squares to maybe potentially justify playing knight out to a5. It's a really thin excuse for playing this opening, honestly. But knight b4, bishop b1, it doesn't seem like I have anything there. Knight b4, bishop b1, rook c8. What's wrong with that? Then he has 93. Yeah, I guess I'm talking myself out of this. This is the right plan. Why am I talking myself out of the right plan? Richard Rapport. It reminds me of my game with Rapport, except it was reverse colors. And I had b3 instead of b4. But similar dynamic. Queen on c2, bishop on b2, open c file. Navicular. Uh-oh. The old bishop g5, just developing. Vehicular. So, chess fans, what do we do here? Just take this without thinking? I don't really care if he takes on f6. I'm more concerned about the c-file and white's just general, like, control of the center here being good. I thought about playing queen c4, but I mean, that's just like hope chess. Unless I could concretely force him to trade queens or like drop his central pawn. Maybe queen c4 is not so stupid. There's like queen c4, take, bishop takes f6, pawn f6, rook c1, rook c8, knight e3. Feels like I'm running out of gas there, and I'm gonna like just drop a pawn. Like queen c4 is a very lazy move for black. What about bishop e7, e5, knight e5, bishop e7, knight e7? It actually seems okay, but he also has d5, which is scary. That's starting to get scary now. I really don't like it. It looks like here I can force him to trade queens and just try to deal with it. Even if I lose a pawn, I have the bishop pair. It probably wouldn't be the end of the world. But how does he like keep e4 protected in this position and avoid trading queens? Like the only move would be queen b1. But that's super awkward. If he's going to play queen b1, fine. I can live with that. Apprend chess. Apprendicitis. So we're 2-0. Tournament standings now. Let's go back. Ugh, won't let me. Alright, open link in the window. Tournament standings. Everyone's still playing. Arsenal fan is in the event. He's got a quick win. Arsenal fan, what'd you do? You got a quick win? Arsenal with 2 points? I wish they would change the cross table so you could see like the games that are completed. They should add that somewhere. Games completed on this round already. Phew, he traded queens. Yes. No, it's not so easy. I mean, this pawn is a little weak, but I feel like a sense of relief when I trade queens in a position where my king is in the center, you know, and my opponent, you know, has the queen on the board. It's not ideal for black, though. Necessarily. d5 is an interesting move. I will suggest like bad moves for the opponent, just to keep you guys honest. Anand is on an amazing form. Dude, Anand is like a rapid pro. He's always been a rapid pro, and you know, I think that people overestimate like limitations of age way too much. I've lost tons of games against old people by underestimating them. I think it's like overrated. Now like most chess tournaments are all kids and very few like middle-aged or older players. I really think that's kind of overrated. The stamina may be relevant, but on a game-to-game basis, I really don't think the older players are at a necessary disadvantage. But Anand, you know, he never has to like use any energy. I mean, he's basically so talented that he could just play on autopilot. I mean, Anand never had to work hard like other players. It all just like, you know, was very easy and natural. You're not talking about like the typical player there. It always seemed like he was just like falling out of bed, you know, it was so easy for him. Chess is just easy for him, you know. It always was. He's definitely not a good, you know, player to expect to like get worse. If he's gotten worse with age, it's only because of lack of motivation. To be honest, I think he didn't really care about his matches with Carlsen. That's the primary reason why he didn't put up any resistance. He just collected the money and went home in his World Championship match against Carlsen. It was kind of pathetic. I was pretty disappointed by what Anand did in his matches against Carlsen. It was almost unwatchable. He basically, it felt like he didn't even try. I couldn't have taken like a third Anand Carlsen match. If you take someone average talent wise and got better purely by hard work, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of examples, but among like world champions, that's kind of a tough one. It seems like Karpov wasn't necessarily a massive talent. You know, he just worked really hard. Saji, perhaps? Okay, what are we doing here? Knight G3. Good for you. Alright, Bishop E4. Is this a good move? Not a situation where I really want to keep my king in the center necessarily, I guess. Can I play H6? Seems like castles, bishop F6, pawn F6, knight H5. Whatever, I don't know. No, I don't think it's that Karpov refused to learn theory. It's that his trainers didn't want him to learn theory. They wanted him to develop other skills. It's like when you're blind, but you can like smell and hear really well. I don't think that was Karpov's choice, you know. I mean, he was in the Soviet system. They had a very serious training system. Pretty tightly controlled, I would say. The Pioneer Palace, you do what the coaches tell you to do. I mean, I think Fischer was a mix, though, of talent and hard work. So Rook C8. How's my pawn? Is it weak? Is it weak yet? Alright, Zenchess, take it easy on me. I don't know if I'm better or worse, so let's just not do anything crazy here. So Spidler said that Karpov had relatively poor memory for a top player. Maybe that's why they didn't push him to... Maybe they recognized that. They didn't push him to memorize. It's time. Time for the D5. What other options do we have here? Other options, you say? What other options do we have here? We have another request to join the team. Okay, pawn takes pawn is ugly. I'm not going to do that. I think I'd rather like lose my c-pawn than do that to my structure. Hopefully these two bishops will at least counteract his initiative. He just played knight d2. Okay, so knight d2 is like... I was starting maybe to play bishop takes f3. Knight d2 is a safe move. So basically, Zen chess, I thought he was probably maybe better, but again, I wasn't sure. But he erred on the side of caution. Big mistake. No, I don't know. Tricky situation. I'd like to have more time here. I don't think I'm better, but I could be. Another request. No, why does that join request button not go away? It drives me crazy, that orange flag up there. Very easily distracted. For a top 10 player, I'm very easily distracted. Just kidding. Wow. Yeah, we're just going to play rook b8. I've seen enough, bud. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. So I've got to put as much pressure as I can on that b2 pawn. Rook b4. Or we could try something else. Let's see, rook b4, knight d2, rook b8. You could play knight e3. I don't think he really wants to like take on d5 necessarily. Zen chess is talented. I mean, he's fast and he's pretty good. I still think he should be like pushing national master, but he doesn't play enough. Turkey Farm. Great excerpt about Sultan Khan. He never mastered openings. I don't know enough about Sultan Khan. He had a few pairs in the middle game. Should really... I mean, but he only had like a limited amount of published games, right? I mean, how many like published games of Sultan Khan exist? It can't be that many. What, 100? Less? 50? How many recorded Sultan Khan games are there? E. Dude, so greedy. What are you trying to do? Like play for a win with rook b1? What is that? You're playing for a win here? a5. What is going on? Should I have played like... Oh, I see. Now c3? c3 PO. r2 d2 and c3 PO. Usually my only chance to beat Zen chess is in the ending. Well, my best chance to beat Zen chess is in endings. That's where he needs some work. There's also rook d4. This leaves his pawns are busted. Busted pawns. Are we like winning suddenly? Wow. That would be nice. He could have taken my c-pawn. Well, I mean, it would have to have been like knight somewhere. Rook takes b2. I guess it wasn't so simple. He might end up losing a pawn there as well. I figured he's at least equal. Draws are legitimate results. I ignore his questions. Dude, I'm playing. Don't get your diapers in a wrinkle there, Bob. F5? Where does he go on F5? Because the rook c7 check is mildly annoying. And taking on e4 kind of messes up my structure. F5 is very tempting. It doesn't often answer basic questions. Lots of IMs are overachievers. Not me. Alright. So what's up here? What are you going to do? Knight c5? What? We're winning. Now I have to screw it up somehow. Like clearly winning outside pawn. With the bishop on d5. Bad pawn on d4. Bid for immortality. Bob, what simple question did I not answer? What is better, e4 or d4, please? He resigned. It's a little early to resign. I think he was fine before. So apparently he was fine until move 23. That was the impression I got. Like he had a draw for the asking here. So instead of like playing f3, he could have just attacked my pawn. I double. He takes the c pawn. I have to take it to get through to b2. He takes, and this is a theoretically drawn ending. There are some technical problems, like he probably felt uncomfortable about the back rank, like here, sort of thing. But I don't think there's any serious issues. You know, it should have been a draw. Man, he had a really strong advantage. So in the opening, apparently knight c6 is double question mark. What? Wow. Knight c6 is double question mark because of d5? I've played this sort of hokey stuff a lot. Damn, look like Janza lost to a 2350. I mean, maybe theoretically it's bad, but it leads to some crazy stuff. Like a lot of people go here, knight g6, e5, then yeah, actually this rook here protects the e5 pawn. That could be a problem. I have knight g4. No, but I've had stuff like this happen literally. h3. It's crazy. Speaking of Karpov, there's always the Tony Miles Karpov game. Everyone likes to reference that. Excel Poker is with me. Can't shake him. He beat Boca de Inferno. Uber Driver 2.5. Nicked for a draw by Bob in round 1. Stavvargen's still playing. Stavvargen can get to 3. Oh no. He's got the Stonewall attack against move 11. Oh my god. The Stonewall. Oh, but move 11, like, move 11 is very, very tricky, man. You could be in trouble. Move 11 has targeted, he's targeted the h6 pawn. Watch out for the Stonewall. I have a 5th round bye registered with the US Chess Federation. Stonewall versus move 11. Move 11 played like the best line. Kamsky, Sotsky. Satsuki Kamsky. This was in. I reference this a lot. I played this against Snapdragon 2. Encyclopedia of Chess openings. But I think Bishop D6 is probably the better square for the bishop. The Encyclopedia of Chess openings was like Bishop G4, H3, Bishop F5, and you trade the white square bishops. But Snapdragon is like a Stonewall expert. But that was funny last time when Snapdragon lost against Yeroon. Probably not knowing that Yeroon is like the world's biggest Stonewall expert. Next to Yakov, what's his name? What is that? I am from the Marshall Chess Club from New York, Brooklyn. Who plays the Stonewall attack all the time? Yakov Norowitz. What kind of title player plays a Stonewall every game? I remember him like crushing me in a blitz game on ICC with a Stonewall attack. This guy is like hardcore. He like legit plays the Stonewall every game. Great blitz player. We should do a puzzle stream for fun. Dude, what the fuck is fun? He builds a beautiful summer dasha. Chess is fun. I like chess. Is ICC still a thing? Well, they like, you know, it's kind of like a... I mean, I abandoned them long ago. That was my first chess site. My only chess site where I really played, except for, like, the FICS, Free Internet Chess Server. I would occasionally play chess, but not really. Oh, that's what he teaches? He has some kind of weird... Yeah, he has, like... Norwitz has a weird sort of self-built theory about chess. I don't really know him well. But he seems like a good guy. We used to talk a little bit on ICC. Knight F1 check. That's a problem. Move 11 is very dangerous. You gotta be careful with him. He's improving. He has a good coach. And he's a hard worker. So he's a combination. Move 11, when he becomes world champion, we'll have to say, maybe he wasn't the most talented, but he worked hard on his game. And he was very patient. So that's done. One ongoing game yet. Supernova, 1975. Dinekis still playing. Wow, Dinekis Ruslan. This is like the battle of the bullet players. Wow. And Dinekis has just lost. It's just cheapo village. Freddy 06. Get a lot of players interested in the team tonight. Guys, don't forget to gift sub. Gift sub. You have to gift the sub to get the analysis stream. They mostly look like Latin American, actually. We had a bunch of players from like Peru, Argentina, I should say, yeah, Latin America, South America. There was a player from Brazil, a player from Argentina, a player from Peru, a player from Mexico. What's up with that? That's kind of a weird coincidence, no? Like 4 players in a row from Central and South America. Suspicious. That's what I said, Bob. It's a delay. I already answered that question. Mexican chica. Oh, maybe I'm being featured on a Spanish stream. Something going on there. It's too much of a coincidence that we had like 4 joins from Spanish-speaking countries in a row. That is kind of strange. Alright, 2 minutes till next round. We gotta win against Zen Chess. Okay, I'm in 3. Sell Poker's on 3. Move 11 on 2.5 with a half-point buy. Uber Driver, draw with Bob. And 2.5. He beat Morales. That must have been a good game. Not easy to beat Morales. Staff Oregon lost to move 11. Smart John has 2. Gosu 2. Zen Chess 2. Roost on 2. Arsenal fans still in with 2. Alms is back. He's here for real now. The other titled player. Thanks everybody for playing. Support the stream. We'll get up to 75 average viewers and I'll finally become a Twitch partner. Get me in the opening. I was going to say, dude. Antonio, how did he get you in the opening into a bad endgame? How do you do that? Have I done this? Come on. It's like Kevin Bacon. What's my Magnus number? Dude, I played Magnus. What do you think my Magnus number is? I've like beaten people that have beaten Magnus. What do you want? I beat Rockport and he's beaten Magnus. Is that what my Magnus number is? How do you I'm 4? How do you get higher than 4? Like beat Magnus directly? Do you like Kevin Bacon? What's your Kevin Bacon number? There are very suspicious results that lead to flagged accounts. Imagine that. That's hence I don't have prizes in my tournaments. Seriously, if there wasn't cheating in online chess, I would have like prizes. Pascal, Lyle, Plenkovic, Saric, Carlsen. That's messed up, dude. I'm a 4. I beat Rockport. That's bullshit. What are you talking about? Are you listening to me? Pascal, Rockport, Carlsen. Add that up, dude. Is it going by Carlsen's various Lee chess accounts? Oh. No, that's we're talking about over the board chess, right? Unfortunately, I lost against Magnus in the epic queen ending. If I had just beat him, I never had a chance to win. I should have had a good chance to draw. That would have been epic if I had drawn him. I would have never let it be lived down. Yeah, I don't understand, man. FIDE is a joke. Like, you can't go by their anything. It's ridiculous. My game against Rockport is in, like, every database. You can go to, like, chess games and see it. It's not like a secret or something. FIDE is a joke. They like completely randomly have games on their website. Queen's Indian. No, I had the game with Magnus, which was really close. He's fast, though. He just destroyed this rapid tournament I was in. I was the only person who almost drew him. I wish I had kept score, but it was like game 15, you know? I mean, you can't really keep score. And he wasn't world champion at the time. You know, so I didn't know he was going to become world champion. He was just another, like, you know, child prodigy grandmaster when I played him. I mean, I knew he was going to be a great player, but who knew he was going to be world champion when he was like 15? So I didn't think, oh, I'll write it down. I still have somewhere, I have the like pairing sheet. It says like board 1, Pascal Carlsen. I'll sell it for $10 million. No takers. I'll put it on auction. Okay. So can we confuse Excel Poker with the Tony Miles Queen's Indian? Apparently not. Like Bishop B4 check has got to be a good line. Man, I haven't played this much in ages too. I just got to rely on my opponents playing badly tonight. In the ending I had with Carlsen, I could reconstruct it. I could reconstruct like near the end, approximately the position, but that's the maximum. I just never bothered because I knew that I couldn't reconstruct it exactly. I know the pawn structure and approximately where the kings and queens are, but it was no way I could be 100% sure about reconstructing it, so I never bothered to try. But maybe Sunday for the annals, when I'm old, and I want to tell my grandkids I played Magnus Carlsen. Wait, what am I supposed to play here? Yeah, I'm playing like Blitz too much. I need to take my time. A3, bishop takes d2, knight d2. Why don't I just like do that? You know, screw this, man. I know what he'll do. Wait, that, and that? No, he can't do that. I'm just gonna take your bishop. Like a Bogo Indian. No! Our hero doesn't like that. Correct. So now what do I do? Yeah, I feel like I had this before. It's been a long time. Similar position. It looks okay for black. Now what do I do? I don't know, maybe white already made a mistake. Imagine that. I'm not really sure. Knight c3, I mean, what else am I going to play? b4? Fun fact, you drew me in our first game. You were 1800 at the time. Somehow I still went like 9 and 100. Turkey Farm, do you have an OTB rating? Mano Imano. Maybe he's speaking French. He's like from Canada, man. French Canadian. Remember Napoleon. Your 1900 CFC? That's pretty good. I thought Canadians were supposed to be like slightly like deflated or something. Bob, are you feeling deflated? So now what do I do? This is the move I was afraid of. I remember I had this game with the Hungarian IM where I did some crazy thing like stuck my knight on b5. That doesn't work here. You can't do that. I mean, there's no way that's principled. Knight b5, like the London system. By the way, I'm not playing a London system. I just want you guys to realize that. I know everyone's like focusing on their own games, but you know I hate the London system. I would never play the London system. I think I have to take and play it like a classical Nimzo. Here comes the ambulance. The minute that I took on c5, the ambulance started coming. He was crushing what? You were crushing at 2200. I fell out of my chair before. Like that guy, it happened at the European Championship or something? European Team Championship? Or some Rapid Championship? The chair, there was like one of those cheap office chairs at my team home match site. This was like 5 years ago. You know, like the cheapest variety of like Staples office chairs. It just like exploded in the middle of my game. And I was like just spilled out on the floor during the team championship. That was really embarrassing. Totally not my fault. Don't buy Staples office chairs. So Excel Poker here took the bishop. I think that's really like safe, you know. I mean, I feel like if he wants to go for the jugular, he has to take with the pawn and play for the hanging pawns here. That's what I'm afraid of. The way he's playing it, and this is my general rule, and I think that it's correct, that any time you have a choice between taking with the pawn, taking with the bishop, it's always safer to take with the piece. When you take with the pawn, every time you take with the pawn, anytime you move a pawn, you're weakening your structure. Excel Poker, this is a riskier move to take with the B pawn, but it's probably, in my opinion, you know, stronger. Your move is solid, but it's much safer. Solid and safe. My knight is kind of misplaced on d2. Alright, I'm fading fast here. So I could sack my g-pawn, like I did against the Lynchich. I had a classical Nimzo. It's bringing back horrible memories. With Zlatko, where he like killed me. But I don't see that happening here. This is a different position. Bishop d3 is also possible. Maybe it's better. But I guess I'm worried about d5, my bishop being loose. Bishop e2 is pretty passive. I think taking on g2 is too much information, but this is dangerous. I guess he could try it though. I would have killed for this position against the Lynchich. It was a queen c2 Nimzo. My bishop was on f4. I was trying to like castle queenside and sack my g-pawn like an idiot. I got destroyed. This is when I came back 3 years ago, before the pandemic. It was like my second game back after not playing chess for a year or 8 months or something. Make sure you like, you know, overestimate your chances against grandmasters when you haven't played in like 8 months. Especially ones that are like friends and would give you a draw if you just wanted it. But no, I wanted to play chess. I really felt like playing. I hadn't played in 8 months. I'm like, yeah, I'll just sack a pawn. He's just a grandmaster. Whatever. It's been a long time since I won a tournament game against a GM. This is like my longest rut ever. I think the longest I've gone. No GM wins. Tournament play. Haven't played too many. in recent years. Let's see, this year, in 2022, tournament chess. You just did? Trading your rooks for knights? I think I only played one GM. That's probably... the minimum. What's up, guys? It's getting quiet in the chat here. When was the last serious tournament I played in? Well, I mean, the Hungarian Team Championship, but it's spread out, you know, over months, so that's not really a proper tournament, so to speak. The last serious tournament I competed in was last, like, summer. I played an IM tournament last summer. I think I tied for like second or third. I had a plus result, but lost the first round. Really stupid ending. Round 4. It's hard to keep track of these long rounds. Mr. Coffee donated 1,000 bits, Rufus and Doofus 1. Don't forget to be the first gift subber. I know it's the last day of the month, and you guys are waiting for your paychecks. Yeah, this knight has seen better days. But I like this. Very good control of the d6 square. We need more compelling channel point redemptions. I agree. I'm putting Mr. Coffee right on it. Since Mr. Coffee is not playing chess much these days, he has lots of free time to come up with compelling channel point redemptions. And, you know, maybe we need like the cheesy games you can play on the stream. Do those require channel points? Bob, you've been watching Amaranth again, or something. I'll write your name on my skin for like 20,000 channel points. I don't see an option here. I feel like I'm playing like a super grandmaster. Like, we have a very boring position with like no advantage for either side. It's like typical super GM game. Magnus would win this position for either side against whoever. We're all wondering what you are into, Bob. Knight d6. Bishop d6, bishop d6, queen d6, e4. I'm thinking about fantastic stuff here. Astrobate got 1,000,000 channel points. Dude, how many channel points do you have, Astrobate? Can we get little mini games or something? Maybe like you can get like a personalized pawn to video. Me too, Bob. Bob, I don't know, you got this redhead thing going on. And Excel Poker's like pretty new relative to other people like Asterbait, and he's already got 33,000. Of course, channel points weren't always around. She ceases to be cute when she offers me a draw before the game with the black pieces. That was it, man. I was incensed. I almost like lost to her because I wanted to beat her so bad. That's bad, you know. It almost feels like she set me up. It's like a no-win situation. You like offer a guy a draw. You know you're like a cute girl. You offer like a higher rated guy a draw with black. And you know you put them in a situation where like if they say yes it's good for you. You know, if they say no, then there's that additional like psychological pressure which existed during the game. She knows, well, she got the IM norm in that tournament, one of her IM norms in that tournament. I think Eric Rosen could take her, man. Let's just put it that way. She would get destroyed by Gotham Chess or Eric Rosen. But she's a good player. She's decent, but she doesn't play. Alright. Bishop takes d5. Decent player. But I told you like how she lost the. I mean, she like messed up a winning king and pawning game against me. I was gonna like commit suicide. I had already had a bad tournament. I started the tournament 0-2. And the last thing I wanted to do was like lose another game. And I have this like lost king and pawning game. But Anna Rudolph like messed it up. It was pretty trivial. Like I tried. I was playing like a maniac. I was drinking a lot. I was just like. This was in 2010 when I wasn't playing chess much and I was like on vacation. They invited me to play in this IM tournament. I remember I like came. I came late to the first round and I like had a winning position and lost it against Baratoshi. Then I went completely on tilt. And I lost another game and I was 0-2 to start an IM tournament. I'm probably like the best player in the tournament and I'm starting out 0-2. I was like, and I managed to come back to like a positive score at the end, like beating some old guys. I beat the old guys and like somehow managed to eke out like 5 points out of 9 or something. Alright. The excitement is mounting here. I know you guys like my IM Norm tournament stories from 10 years ago. It's very exciting. But that's the only time I ever played Anna the Great. But I don't like when people offer me draws with the black pieces when they're lower rated before the game. This is not the only time that's happened. I told you guys about this little girl I played like 2 years ago. Her dad like caught me in the bathroom and offered me a draw. He tried to like talk me into giving his daughter a draw in the bathroom like before the game. I'm like, dude. Sorry, you know, I've already lost like 10 rating points in this tournament. I think I'll pass. I was waiting for to like offer me cash or something. It's ridiculous. Like, what am I, just handing out my rating points like candy? I've already been handing out my rating points like candy for like the last 10 years. I guess he figured, he probably looked at the database and figured I just like handing out my rating points as it is. Yeah. This was one of the only like easy points in the tournament. I had to beat her, like, not to lose rating points, and the guy's like asking me if I want to draw. I'm like, dude, what are you smoking? And I barely beat her in like a freaking 70 move ending. It was so satisfying though. I mean, there's nothing, like, you see, that's the thing, though. I mean, is it really illegal to offer a draw before the game? It's not like offering to, like, throw the game. It's kind of like a gray area, you know? Technically, yes. But it's not like as bad as offering to throw a game or something. Yeah, that was when I, like, yeah, I was joking with Mr. Coffee that in the last 10 years, I've like been selling my rating points. Some kind of rate, something like $20 a rating point. I'm trying to put everyone to sleep, especially my opponent. I'm sorry about this game, guys. It feels like I'm really playing the London system. I've never heard of anyone like getting banned from the World Chess Federation for offering a prearranged draw. But technically it's illegal. There are worse things, though. I mean, it would be much worse, I guess, theoretically, in a situation where, you know, you're talking about like prizes are at stake and two players are supposed to fight it out, and that could affect, you know, other players' chances of like winning a prize or something like that. In this kind of situations where I play, you know, there's like no prizes, and that's not really a factor. Turned her in. Yeah. You see, Bob would have turned her in, right, Bob? Bob would have blackmailed her. I'll turn in if you don't give me a kiss. Then she would file a countersuit for sexual harassment. And we'd be like Johnny Depp. Make pod champs great again. Are you a full-time chess coach? Pretty much. Gotta make the donuts. I should have given her the draw, though, because as it was, like, I overpressed and I almost lost, and I should have lost. I mean, at least in Anna's case, she was like 2,300. You know, the little girl whose dad like tried to offer me a draw was rated like 2,100. I mean, it's not even close, you know. And Anna was having a good result, and she was going for an IM norm, and she was like +3, having a very good tournament. But I mean, the white pieces is a big deal, you know. I would have no problem with drawing with black, but what kind of ending was it? Well, I told Bob, like, I drew a like lost king and pawn end game. It was a round robin tournament. It was one of her norms. 2010. She won the tournament. It was a crazy result. Like, everyone was kind of stunned. There was a bunch of talented guys in that tournament, and it was surprising. Like, a whole bunch of really talented Hungarian juniors, and Anna Rudolph, me, and like two old guys. And nobody like would have thought that she would have, won that tournament necessarily. She wasn't like a favorite, so it was impressive. But she doesn't play at all, practically. The ending against the little girl. Oh. I don't remember now. It was some rook ending. Yeah. It was a rook ending. It's in one of my studies. I don't know. I might have showed the stream a couple years ago. But Mufala was asking about the ending with the little girl. They're all little girls, some bigger than others. Though Anna was like legal age. Alright, bishop d1. Do I ever have a tactic? Can I ever get a tactic? Bishop d1. He's got a defense for everything. I don't know, I'm like falling asleep here. What am I doing? I just feel very uncomfortable when people offer me draws. With the father, I was like, dude, just corner me in the bathroom and offer me a draw. It's like ridiculous. I just told Anna I wanted to play. I have white, and, sorry, but I want to play. Has Slaggy ever lost a pawn tournament to someone else? Not recently, but Schieberspieler used to dominate these. I wasn't always running so good in these. FIDE Master Schieberspieler, he's really a strong blitz player and rapid. So our own Hungarian friend hasn't been around lately. It happened a lot. A lot of times I didn't win. I've been having a good run lately, but not really winning pretty. We've been specializing in winning ugly. Winning ugly of late. This whole game feels like I was playing in slow motion. If anyone out there has like been hypnotized by this game, let me know. Gave her a win instead of validating her off the board tactics. Gave her a win. I never give anybody wins. I've never thrown a game in my life. Well, like with my ex-girlfriend, like casual games and stuff, but never like a tournament chess game. With little kids to make them feel good. Like in the after school program, I've been known to throw the odd game. Man, Excel Poker's driving me crazy, dude. You're crazy with this. Gotta have a tactic. He's brutal. The positional compensation. What am I gonna do with this guy? No matter what I do, he like won't leave me alone. Players cannot agree to a draw. Because that's never been done at the Grandmaster level, right? Right? World-class Grandmasters never ever agree to draws. They've never agreed to draws. World champion matches, world championship matches, have never ever seen like prearranged draws before. There are probably like millions of examples of like grandmasters agreeing to prearranged draws. It's like an art form. I gotta be careful here before this like gets out of control. Seriously. Saving that? What? Bob, better not. If you like bring that up, she'll know that I said it. So I'm coming for you, man. I know your address. I don't know. This is really annoying. So he's like clear pawn down, but he has kind of compensation. I had this one game. This is a really weird thing. I had this one game against the Hungarian IM. And I didn't know if he wanted to play for a win or agree to a draw. But I started to notice like he was doing this weird thing. He never offered a draw, but he like kept putting his pieces like slightly not on the squares. It was weird. They were all like askew. And it like occurred to me like during the game, maybe there's this like weird secret signal that if you want to offer a draw, you like put your pieces on slightly like askew squares. Is that realistically possible? There's like a secret society of draws. It was just too weird. He did it like 4 times in a row. I was like, why is he putting his squares like his piece is not on the center of the square? And then like when I offered him a draw, he immediately took it. I was like, oh yeah. It's a secret draw society. Nobody ever told me that. Like, this is a secret rule. Playing for the win. Wow. I could even lose this. No, we were sober. He was definitely sober. How's my bishop doing on g3? Dude is seriously playing too much bullet chess. Excel Poker gets all pumped up when we get to this like fast stage. Wow. Teklanoui Merkezi. It almost sounds Hungarian. We gotta sack the exchange, right? I claim no losing chances. Bulgar Bay says we decided to raid. I don't know. I felt like I fell into some kind of hypnotic trance. It was a really weird game, and I think even the final position is a draw. But Excel Poker just kind of freaked out and lost on time. I was winning apparently. Wow. I did not know I was winning, so you can be confident that that's all right. Wow, I was actually winning. All right, really badly played game though, according to Stockfish. Like we made tons of mistakes. That's crazy. I just missed like tons of opportunities. I thought the opening was good for Excel Poker. Thank you for the raid. Dude, that game was ridiculous. Hypnotic trance game. I can't believe our again, thanks to the raid from Bulgar and crew. 666 missed. Chess beginners. Any openings? Not the London system, no. I tried. I would really. I'm getting challenged by you guys. No, not now. I'm reluctant to. No, don't play the London system. Play either E4 and classical stuff, or play Queen's Gambit with white. I think mainline E4 or mainline D4 openings, and with black, you can play Queen's Gambit or. I think more classical stuff for beginners. I learned, playing like hyper modern openings, but that was the hard way to learn chess, I think. It's better to get a handle on classical chess first. Playing Knight of 66, Queen B6 systems against London. Yeah, I'm not really like excited with like Queen B with C6. I don't think that C6 is I don't really like play the Slav anyway, but it's probably fine. Like, you can play anything against the London. It's not really dangerous. Turkey Farm, thanks for donating 300 bits earlier. I've forgotten about that. When was that? During the trance? Did you donate 300 bits during our trance? I played multiple things against London. The Queen's Indian, King's Indian. The one thing I don't like to play against it is like straight up like mainline. Old school like D4, D5, C5, Knight F6. Like those main lines. The London players like that. I think even D6 is a good way to go, like Knight F6 and D6. Knight F6 and C5. Code of Ethics. Mr. Coffee. No offering draws before the game. Anna. Told on her. Bob, you better not. Alright, seriously. What, this is round 5 already? Guys, we gotta check out the standings. I didn't even have time. Why do I have the longest freaking game every round? Open link. I'm 4-0. I'm playing Gosu. I don't really know too well. Move 11 is in second place. Playing Excel Poker. Stavvargen. Playing Blackhand's Uber Driver. That'll be an interesting game. So I'm a point clear of the field with 1 round left. Every week I play and I've been winning lately, but I don't feel like I've played really well. Again this week. Don't encourage him. Are you speaking Turkish? I always see these like weird connections to Hungarian. Not in that sentence, but is Gosu Turkish? So we're going with mainline Nimzo. Man, I haven't played this line lately. This Morozevich system. Probably not great. But I'm relying on white not knowing what they're doing. Mr. Coffee obviously wants to take her down. Take her down. File it with FIDE. Scandal will only help these profane streamers. They thrive on scandal, like Johnny Depp. Okay, Bishop D2. We're just gonna play, like, he's gonna play, like, real ultra solid, not dynamically. I mean, White has E4 is the main line here, I guess. Yes? Yes, E4. You must play E4. A3 is another move. Mr. Coffee for FIDE President. Do you think the Queen's Gambit and Caro are good? You know, all these openings are good in different ways, but I think the Queen's Gambit and Caro, you know, are passive, and these are openings that they're a little passive and solid. I mean, I like them to some extent, but I wouldn't want to only play that, you know. Those are solid openings, but I don't think they're very dynamic. They have their place, you know, against strong players. I think those openings are good if you're playing someone better than you, maybe, or a little better than you. You want to be solid against them? Yeah. For beginners, I don't think, you know, I like the Queen's Gambit, but the Caro's a little bit on the passive side. I think Queen's Gambit's okay. I would play E4, E5 for beginners. Answer beginner questions. Yeah, thanks, Bob. Beginner Bob, our advisor on beginners. Nurse Bob. This is like a very typical kind of setup that White plays when they don't really know a lot of theory. What is he going to do? I mean, he could go crazy, though, you know, start like throwing G4 at me and castling queenside or something nuts. But I think I should play actively. The problem is C5, A3. We could try something really funky like C5, A3, Bishop A5. That looks pretty interesting. This is kind of crazy, but I'm going to go for it. The Italian is good for beginners. Yeah. It's boring. It's kind of boring, like the quiet Italian game, I would say, is boring, but that's not what we're talking about. You know, we're talking about openings that are good for beginners. The Italian is definitely very fundamental. Alright. It's tempting to take his knight on F3. My bishop's worth more than that knight, though, objectively. It's just worth more than the knight. You know, why? I'm really cashing in for that knight on F3. He'll castle queenside. Could be dangerous. I mean, technically, I shouldn't take any risks here, since I'm a point ahead of the field. I want to, like, draw. Theoretically. It's 9:30 p.m. already. Your favorite chess site, Turkey. Bishop D3. I keep wondering if my opponent is going to try to castle queenside or castle kingside. Excellent choice. An excellent choice. I try to recommend chess.com to everyone here. That's why I play on Lichess. I'm a big fan of underdogs, personally. Always support the underdog. That's why I like Bob. Alright. Bishop D3. What are we going to do? Yeah. We're taking on d4. I mean, I'm not committed to trading this bishop on b4. It can come back. 250,000 channel points. I have a profile there. Yeah, it's like always there's some student. I've actually, I think once or twice I actually had people contact me via the Evil Chess site. Actual strength. It doesn't say that. What would be something you recommend that's classical? As you recommend? Well, I mean, the Royal Paz, the Spanish game, I prefer to the Italian. But there's nothing wrong with the Italian. Italian or Spanish, one or the other. One of the two. Alright, so we're basically playing a Panov here. It's still tempting to play bishop takes f3, but I'm not going to bite. But if I play d5, he takes, and I can't take with the knight because I drop h7 with check. That's kind of annoying. What about, like, knight to c6? This is a really weird move. Kind of interesting, though. What if I take on f3? I'm getting so tempted to take that pawn on the knight. Pawn, Freudian slip. It's a Freudian slip, boys and girls. I just can't help myself. I want to go for that pawn, but I feel like it gives white the initiative. I want to play bishop takes f3. I'm trying to fight myself not to do this. Lichess has a much... Of course, dude. There's no question. I like Lichess better. You figure the opponents are bigger tryhards. That's interesting. I don't really care about that. I just like the look of the site and the feel. It's just better. Plus, it's not like run by, you know, money-hungry people who don't even know anything about chess. Alright. But whatever. I'm not going to rant about other chess sites. Did you get that, guys? The London is all the rage is white. You don't say. I'm a big fan of London and chess.com. My hero is Eric Rosen. I look up to him. He's a great man. But seriously, I don't know what to do here. It's my last game of this tournament. I don't know about d5. d5 has to be a good move. What am I going to do when he takes on d5? It would be crazy to like sacrifice my h7 pawn. Everything's crazy here. What about bishop takes c3? What if I just didn't recapture? Rook e8. h6. That guy, I saw his stream for like a minute the other day. The Gotham chess guy, it's like, it's gross. He's gross. He's like toxic. Why would anybody like want to watch that guy? It's horrible. I mean, Rosen's okay, but he's like a tough guy. He wants to be like a tough guy, but he looks like Harry Potter. What's that about, you know? Like, seriously, the tough guy Harry Potter? I don't understand. He was going on this rant about how New York people are like, they don't take shit off of everyone. I was like, dude, what are you talking about? You're like a tough guy chess player? It's just ridiculous. I'm happy that white played a3 here. That's a fairly like significant waste of time. I think that white missed the boat. After d5 he has to take on d5. Because how do I recapture? If I take with the pawn, I have the stupid structure where my bishop is like blocked. If I take with the bishop, I mean I could take with the bishop. He takes it, I take on d2, it's probably like equal. I think that he's okay, But now like I don't like this bishop on c3. I'm not here to like bash other chess streamers, but seriously, that guy is just ridiculous. It's just gross. There's this dealer at the poker club where I play. The poor guy, man. Like, seriously, he looks like Harry Potter. Like, Gotham Chess. Even more like Harry Potter than Gotham Chess. I don't know what his real name is, but everyone just calls him Potter. It's so bad. And the poor guy just has to, like, live with it. I would get like contact lenses or something. I mean, you can't go through life where everyone is making fun of you because you look like Harry Potter. I mean, come on. That's just crazy, dude. You can't live like that. But he's like a dealer in the poker club, and he depends on like people giving him tips and stuff, and he just like tolerates it. But I felt kind of bad for him. They didn't even know his real name. They just call him Potter. No, I think he's very offensive. I wouldn't call him silly and goofy. He's toxic and offensive. I have a totally different opinion. I mean, I know people who are silly and goofy, but toxic and offensive is different. Yeah, I would disagree with that. But that, it's kind of like, it's an act, it's just an act to attract viewers, basically. I mean, what are we going to do here? Why do I have to exchange? Exchange. Exchange on my terms. Am I better? Am I worse? Slightly better. Yeah, I think it's a fake act. He's probably not like that so much in real life. It feels very choreographed, That's what he wants to make his image. But it doesn't matter to me. I just happened to like see he was streaming, clicked on it for a minute, and I was like, ugh, I couldn't watch that. Seriously. Yeah, he makes. I actually, at least Esterman is a good player. That's all I'll say about it. The difference between Esterman and Gotham Chess is that Mark is actually a pretty good player. But I'm sorry for him too. I think he's probably mentally ill or something. Like, nobody stays up like all the night, like streaming from. What does he do? Like, he streams all night and then goes to play tennis in the morning? Or that's crazy, man. He seriously, he might be mentally ill. But we're all mentally ill to some degree. I have some personal issues with Esterman. Some things he did I didn't like. While we're ranting about other chess streamers. Esterman, like, destroyed a tournament I was supposed to play in by, like, bailing out at the last minute. And he, like, wrecked the tournament because he was having a bad tournament. And, oh, I have food poisoning, I'm dying. You know, it was totally... He was playing badly, he wanted to leave, and he, like, dropped out of this tournament before it started. But he, like, left everybody hanging, you know. He just left everyone totally hanging out to dry. It was a typical move, you know. I was pissed about that and other things he did before, which were really cheap. I don't think I want to play d5. Do I want to play e5 here? Yeah, maybe I do. He used to like collect like 1 rating point by going to the Boylston Chess Club, beating a 1300, and then like dropping out of the tournament. Like, who does that? Nobody does that. That's just insane, you know? Yeah, Bob. I don't know that guy enough, but the thoughts aren't good. Oh, you're asking Rufus? But Esserman's a good player. He's a decent player. He's not as good as me, but, you know, you can't expect everything. But he's at least a decent player. He surpassed my expectations as a player. Much stronger than Rosen or Gotham Chess, objectively, as a competitor. I judge people as competitors, you know. I'm not judging them as chess streamers. I only know tournament chess and how good they are, and you know, that's my perspective. I can tell you who's the better player, who would win in a match, who knows more about chess. I love this, Bob. We're having fun. No, the fun guy he's an image guy. He doesn't deserve to be in the same conversation with international masters. But we're talking about streams. I'm the answer to the 3 questions. What? Carrot. John Bartholomew is everything. He's Mr. Perfect, Bob. He's a good player. He's handsome. He's young. He's not toxic. But, you know, you can't say anything bad about the guy. Seriously. That's the problem. I can't really insult John Bartholomew, no matter what. I try to think of something. I can't come up with anything. You know what I actually... Naroditsky, when he does his educational streams, as a kid at 2.1k, I never learned Bishop and Knight. The Bishop and Knight mate, you mean? The guy did a video? I don't know Naroditsky. I mean, this is like my problem. I mean, I was playing poker for years, and you know, funny thing about Naroditsky, just kind of random. I had this student. This is how out of touch I am with that generation. I had the student who, how was it now? I think he played Naroditsky when he was like 6 years old or something. I remember like 20 years ago going over like a Naroditsky game where my student, who was like an adult, played Naroditsky when he was like 5 or 6 years old. Something like that, something crazy. But I really don't know. I mean, I've been out of touch with the U.S. chess scene. But yeah, I mean, that I can appreciate. That's great, you know. The carrots, man. I did the carrots, dude. I did an Esserman imitation where I ate carrots and wore a headband. It's just, poor guy. Okay, what's going on here with the time? I'm gonna hang something soon. I'm up a central pawn. Guys are distracting me by bashing all these other chess streamers. But if I don't trash talk other chess streamers, how am I gonna get any viewers? You were hoping for sperm donation. I have nothing bad to say about John Bartholomew, and that means a lot. It was like Wojtkiewicz. He was a grumpy guy, and once he said I was a tricky fish, like I'm kind of like that. Like if I don't have anything bad to say about you, that's good. You know, Wojtkiewicz called me a tricky fish. That's like the biggest compliment ever. You know, I mean, he's kind of insulting me, but at the same time, it wasn't that insulting. I'm taking it in a good way. I just like disliking people. I hate people in general. So I try to find the great ones that if I don't hate them, they must be really awesome, you know? I'm very selective. He donated extra. Alright. Yeah, I mean if I don't hate somebody, like they must be really cool. Super cool. Andrash? Yeah, I have mixed feelings about Andrash. He's alright. I think he goes too far on the Amaranth hot tub direction sometimes, but he's a good guy. Here we are. These games are long, huh? A tactical solution to every problem. Watch out for Queen C4. I've never really watched Andrash streams. I mean, I don't have time to watch other people stream. I don't even have time to go for a walk most days. Alright, centralize. We're up a pawn. It's all good. But just don't lose on time. No, I mean, I knew Andrash. It's not like he's just a chess streamer. Like, I didn't really know him. But, I mean, we played in 1997 in a tournament. He was a good sport. He was quite young back then. But, you know, he was very sportsmanlike. Both times that I played him, it's different when you meet someone in real life. That's a person that I've actually, like, dealt with and sat at the board and shook his hand, talked to, you know. I mean, this is different. This is not just someone that I randomly, you know, saw a chess stream about. Look at this F4. What is going on here? I am Gosu. Right. I have to do this. They're 1900 bullet, 2000 blitz, 2300 rapid. I beat them one game. I don't remember. 1600 in Chess 960 based on 13 games. Don't have much read on this player. But I'm very, very likely to screw up here in round 5. Being distracted. Bob, aren't you playing? Do you have like a game to play or something? Is it over already? Did you play Acerbate in the last round or what? What happened there? Bob played Acerbate in the last round. Rook takes. Seems unnecessary. Unnecessary roughness. Is it unnecessary? Are you sure? You played Astrobate? Like, Astrobate and Bob have amazing tilts. Bobber bait. I don't know anything about this player. Like, rating his rapid rating's a little high. But usually 200 points, so 2250 would be normal. Maybe. If you're blitz, let's say, we're solidly gaining control of the center. I want to make sure my rook is safe. But I'm kind of hazy mentally here after, like, I've had 5 or 4 really long games. Kind of weird style by White. He lost his central pawn. But it feels like he's got to be very good tactically. Pieces are all good. Look at his bishop's range. Now bishop f2. I think that needs to go. And we need to get behind this. I don't like my rook misplaced on g6 under any circumstances there. That was very, very nerve-wracking. I didn't like my rook getting trapped. Here we go. Now we can probe raise. We're safe now, more or less. So I'm getting a little bit ambitious. Want to try to like induce White to weaken his king side. I'm not sure if it's worth it, but that's a really weird move. Knight h2. Feels like White's trying for like a 2-move cheapo or something. Like, what's he trying to do? Like knight g4 and queen g3? He didn't need to retreat there. So I think I should go for the ending. I'm gonna up a pawn, up a central pawn with everything good. Past pawns must be pushed. Some famous chess player said that. I'm not sure though. I mean, this pawn might be a little bit loose on d3. Man, this is a long tournament. Wow, 3.5 hours. Uber decided to call it. Well, if I can't beat Bob, he's figured he's had it. You got to admit, man, a practical man is a practical man. He knows when he's licked. It's like, it's not my night tonight. Am I losing my d pawn? Not so simple. It's a little tricky. I feel like he's super fast too, right? Isn't that weird? He's 1900 bullet, 2000 blitz, but mostly speed. But you wouldn't expect to see like the higher rapid rating. I guess that's normal though. The higher rapid rating is standard. Now did I lose the pawn? Finally. My rook was in the way of my knight. I guess I could have played the other way. Now this is interesting. What? How about my king? So he did like a self pin. Knight b4. Oh, that was a game last time. White sort of trended passive. Similar in this game. Very solid, but when he's worse, he's gotten passive. Thanks, guys, for playing. Looks like it's going to come down to this is the last game. Your daughter said she wanted to spend time with me. Classic excuses. Family man. Uber driver, family man. Look at this technique. King f2. What's a pawn among friends? A minute 46? He can't completely get out of the pin. Like rook check, king d7 or d8. Even king f6 is possible. White has been very careful not to trade pieces, you know. You gonna win this? Well, I should win this. I mean, under normal circumstances, it's a win. If I don't win this, I need to go back to master endgame class. It's a trap. Not quite. He almost, so he's like a tactical genius of some sort. He almost had a tactic there. Purely tactics. He might have missed that I had king d6 here, though that's hard to believe. He manages to make it to a clean rook ending, but my outside pawn is too strong. Should be a win. This is a huge problem. I mean, what is he going to do about that and that? Like, how is he going to... He's like frozen. There's no way he can get free, I mean, of these two weaknesses. Yeah, it's over. Acerbate, bye. You're late. It's 10 o'clock, long tournament. Chat now is awfully quiet. It's been a long tournament, so this 7 rounds is out of the question. Thanks, guys, for supporting the stream. Mr. Coffee with 1,000 bits, Turkey Farm 300. We still have room for our first gift sub for this week. Good game, move 11. Lost track at some point. Move 11 win? Everything wins here. Ambulance. Unfortunately, you know, there's no way he can get out of this. Move 11's really strong. He's played a lot of training games lately against strong players. So if I play a3, you know, he can like get rid of that weakness and try to activate his rook. But it's... I don't know that king b6 was a good move. Probably I should have just played king d5 or something more active. It doesn't objectively matter, but I have to retrace my steps now. Yeah, so it's lost. It probably doesn't matter. Barstead. I'm a kid, that's my job. Can I get a mate? I don't want to let him get out, really. How do I like prevent him from getting out? There's no mate here. Queen d4. God, that's annoying. There is a mate. Oh. Not quite. Almost, but no cigar. Damn it. Mate. In 17. How is this not a mate, man? How's there no forced mate here? This is ridiculous. Gotta be a forced mate. Stalemate. No. There's no stalemate. I don't know if that was best, but it should work. We did it. Alright, back to tournament 5-0. Move 11 with second place. Wow. Move 11 never plays. This is second week in a row. He started with a half-point bye. Got a win against Bisonov, against Stepvargan. Draw with Uber Driver, of course. Uber Driver with the early draw offer. And then you beat Excel Poker in the last game. Stepvargan third place by tiebreak over Uber Driver. Uber Driver made a nice attempt to come back. So congratulations to Stepvargan. Uber Driver, nice try, but that draw with Bob really held you back. That had to hurt your tie breaks too. Alms had a loss at a forfeit and then draw on a buy in a forfeit and came back with 3.5. Miralis with 3, Gosu with 3, Excel Poker with 3. Though he had a couple tough games in the last 2 rounds. Bisonov 3, Supernova, Skewerly with 3. Asterbait, our VIP hero, where are you? Where are you, man? Asterbait, uh-oh. He had a buy in 4 losses. Not a good day for Asterbait. So Bob, what did you finish with? Bob, are you on the scoreboard? Let's see, where's Bob? Where's the Bob? Arsenal fan, left after 4 rounds. Thomas Reinson left after... He finished with 2 out of 5. We've got a lot of players. Bob, you only played... No wonder you were chatting the whole time. Bob, you were the one who quit. I thought you were saying like Uber Driver. No wonder you were talking so much the whole time. Thank you guys for playing. It's been fun. It's a long tournament now with this format. So I'll be back tomorrow morning. Thanks to Mr. Coffee and Ars, our backup mod. And remember, if you're a subscriber, please don't forget to submit a game for Thursday's stream. Thanks, Mr. Kofefe. And everybody, I'm pretty drained from these brutal games. Thanks, Morales. VIP. Thanks, everyone, for supporting the stream. We're, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? You guys want to raid Skewerly? What do you want to do? Who else is streaming? You guys want to do a raid? Alright. Squirrely. Republican streamer. I can't even spell it. Thanks, guys.